Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen, to beautiful Vail, Colorado for the 36th annual Burton US Open Snowboarding Championships. There's a look at the beast of a super pipe, 22 foot tall, with the sun shining down. It is absolutely glowing right now. This thing is perfect. Welcome, everybody. I'm Jack Matrati, sitting alongside Snowboarder Magazine editor Tom Monteroso. Tom, yesterday we saw some of the most progressive riding in the semifinals for slopestyle. What are we excited to watch today?
Yeah, slopestyle was absolutely incredible. It felt like a final, really, and I think today is going to be exactly the same. Zero wind, sunny skies, the pipe looks really fast, perfectly groomed, and this morning we got 17 of the best female pipe riders on earth. They're going to go
This is it. This is their last chance. This is the last event. This is the snowboarders event. Here's a look at your start list right now. Mitsuki Ono, the young 14-year-old, qualifying through the Junior Jam here on Tuesday and now has the chance to go up against the best female riders in the world. And here's what are we looking at here at the bottom, Tom?
I mean, look at numbers 16 and 17. Kelly Clark and Chloe Kim, the two best pipe riders in the world right now, but do not count out riders like Ariel Gold, who got bronze at the Olympics, and Zhutong Kai, who took home a silver behind Chloe.
And they have, the only thing holding them back today is themselves. It is perfect conditions. It's perfect out. 17 riders, and it's cut down to 6. So there's going to be no holding back. You are in for a treat, folks.
Yeah, it's a very heavy cut. There were 16, and like you said, Jack, they took Mitsuki from the Junior Jam and put her in the semifinals. So that's pretty cool. That's what the US Open is all about. It's a feeder process, you know, up to the top, to the elite ranks of professional snowboarding.
Speaking of feeder process, make sure to feed in your questions, comments. We had just posted something on Burton Snowboard's Instagram account. Make sure to check it out. Hashtag Burton US Open. This is the webcast. My favorite part is keeping it engaging. We're the most connected generation in history. Let's take advantage of that.
Yeah, ask us questions. We'll do our best to answer them. And we are getting ready to drop our first rider in just a few minutes here.
Can't wait, Tom. This is going to be one of the best snowboard contests in history. It's the last event coming off of an Olympic year. You know that means that these riders have been pushing it every 4 years. The progression keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And now this is their last time to shine. This is the snowboarders event. They want the title.
I mean, and if you think about it, the majority of US Open paramount watershed moments happen in the half pipe. I mean, a couple years ago, you had Scotty Lego, Danny Davis, and Terry Hawkinson poaching the pipe. Back in the day, you had Abe Teeter poaching the pipe. I mean, Shaun White winning this event multiple times. Chloe Kim's introduction a few years ago. The US Open half pipe is the pinnacle of snowboarding contests.
It's where the AMs become pros and the pros become legends. And it's just crazy to see the progression. 36 years this event has been going on, the longest lasting snowboard event in history. It's our 6th year in Vail. And let's take a look at this beautiful half pipe right here. 600 feet long, 18-degree pitch, 66 feet wide, and 22 feet tall.
Yeah, this thing is a behemoth. Jack, you've spent plenty of time in super pipes. What is it like staring down the belly of the beast?
Well, it's like when you're on the 2nd floor of a building and you're looking down at the concrete. It is massive.
Yeah,
and as you can see here, we're looking for difficulty. We're looking for execution. We're looking for amplitude, overall impression. Basically, we're looking for perfect runs. 17 of the best riders, and here is a look at how we're judging it. Amplitude, trick difficulty, execution, 25 points each, which adds up to 75, and then where does the rest come from, Tom?
Basically, it comes from overall impression. It's how long you hold your grabs, how well you hold your edge in the flat bottom, how big you go, and the difficulty of tricks you're trying. It's everything rolled into one is overall impression.
Here's a look at the format. 16 riders plus our 1 Junior Jam rider, Mitsuki Ono. This is going to be the event of a lifetime, and there's a look at it right there. Run number 1. Get excited. Hit us up, hashtag Burton US Open. Join the conversation as we get ready for 2 of the best runs we will ever witness. And not to mention, it's International Women's Day too, so
that's
perfect day to kick it off. with some of the best female riders in snowboarding.
Absolutely. This right here, Mitsuki Ono, 14 years old, came up through the junior jam. That is one of the coolest things that continually happens at the US Open. They invite these younger kids who aren't necessarily maybe at the level of a Chloe Kim or a Kelly Clark, but they have what's called a junior jam. They take the top place qualifier, the winner of the junior jam, and they say, you know what? Get in that pipe with Chloe Kim, Kelly Clark, Ariel Gold. And what it does, it just kind of gives them a feel for this elite level of snowboarding.
Well, let's see what she's got. Christening the pipe right now. Run number 1 has begun. Starting off with a nice cab 720. Backing it up with a huge frontside 5. Nice backside air. Keeping her speed. Nice frontside air right there.
I like how she's mixing in some technical spins with some straight airs, too. It's pretty cool.
Going huge at only 14 years old. Mitsuki Ono kicks it off right, showing you all that that half pipe is perfect and ready for some of the most progressive snowboarding we will ever witness.
Now, it's really important to look at how the judges score the first rider of any semifinal, because this is going to kind of set the bar for not just you, the viewers, us, the announcers, but also the riders. They're going to see what tricks she did, how her run was, and where the judges are going to put that. But I think she's going to get some points for starting off her run switch, starting things off with a switch frontside spin. The harder trick you do higher up in the pipe, the more you're going to get rewarded for it. Risk
equals reward. I mean, not even to mention how hard it is to drop into a 22-foot tall half pipe switch. That's hard enough as itself.
It doesn't sound very appealing to me.
And as she awaits the score, what are the judges going to reward the young Mitsuki Ono out of Japan?
Yeah, she's having a good time. She's already won an event here. She won the junior jam, so she's kind of got nothing to lose.
I mean, I wonder what's going through her head. What was better, winning the junior jam or riding with her heroes right now? And this is pretty big right here off the top, 45.8. Let's see what her flow score comes in, the overall impression. So a 60.8.
There you go. That's a really good, she set the bar at a really attainable level as we head back up to the top and get ready for Zoe Calibos. Congrats, Mitsuki Ono, your first US Open semifinal run.
We're going to be seeing a lot of her. I can guarantee it for the next couple of years. Wouldn't be surprised within 2 years if she's on top of the podium in this event.
I mean, the majority of girls you're going to see in this halfpipe today have come up through the junior jam ranks, and look at where they are now. So fast forward a couple years from now, Mitsuki Ono might be standing atop the podium of the US Open halfpipe. Here we have Zoe Calibos from right down the street in Avon, Colorado.
There she is right there, adjusting the music. Might even have uploaded a little clip to hashtag Burton US Open. Yep, I think she's tweeting at us right now. Let's see what she's saying. Zoe is saying, hey guys, really excited for run number 1. Make sure to join the conversation on Burton's Instagram page.
Yeah, if you get a chance, make sure you download the Burton US Open app
Good
as
call.
well. Stay up to date on all the latest happenings here in Vail, Colorado, if you cannot make it in person. So Zoe Calibos dropping into the pipe right now, starting things off with a frontside air, grabbing
stylish
into a backside 540, into a frontside 540. She's riding that Daniel Frank throwback.
Nice.
I remember watching Daniel Frank battle it out with Terje Hawkinson at Stratton in the US Open halfpipe finals.
And a nice and smooth run right there. Shaking off the nerves. Always nice to put down a run right there. Zoe's got to be happy about that. Here's a look at that lean. So much style.
Yeah, named after famed professional skateboarder Neil Blender.
Neil Blender.
There's that backside.
Great fun fact, Tom. Great fun fact.
Oh, thank you, Jack. Backside 540 tail grab. I think the judges like seeing the riders grab outside their bindings. Grabbing nose and tail, they like to see that because a lot of riders kind of grab mute, grab frontside.
Especially switching up the grab. So
yeah.
You'll see they're spinning the same time, or the same. You do a frontside 540 and then a frontside 720. You want to switch up your grabs on every spin.
And that's going to feed into your overall impression score. That's where that's going to, the category that's going to fall into.
I see some overall sunscreen going down. It is cooking out there today.
That's,
Vail, Colorado, spring break has begun.
That was Snowboarder Magazine online editor Mark Clavin just spreading on that cream cheese. Got to stay covered up out there.
Shiseido cream. Zoe Calibos, nice score, coming in at 70.7. All right. Rewarded for her style and her flow.
I think that was judged perfectly. She went a little bit bigger than Mitsuki, did a couple more spins, held her grabs for a long time. And like you said, Jack, the variety of grabs, different grabs on different tricks is pretty key. So back up to the top, we got Shuang Li coming out of Harbin, China. 3 Chinese riders here in the finals. They had a great showing at the Olympics. They're really making a push here in halfpipe snowboarding.
Really are. Zutong Chai later to drop as well. Made an incredible showing in Korea. That will be one of our stories to watch today. But right now, dropping in, Shuang Li, huge kicking out of method right there.
One thing I've noticed from the Chinese riders is they go big.
They do not hold back.
Unfortunately, going down on her second hit there, but she's going to keep it going through the rest of this run. This is going to be a throwaway run. One thing we didn't talk about, Jack, in semifinals, these riders are only granted 2 runs. So if you don't put a run to your feet in run 1, it's go time.
It's go time. You only got 1 chance left, folks.
Instant pressure cooker situation. So it's really, really important for these girls out here to put down a good run on their first try, and then they can build off that, get a little confidence, try something a little bit harder.
And the thing with halfpipe, there is no room for error. If you take off, if you pop too early, that's what's going to happen. So looking to put it down on run number 2.
All right, waiting for Shuang Li's score to come in. I do not think it will be better than Zoe Calibos or Mitsuki Ono, so trick score of 32.1. But unfortunately, the overall impression will suffer here, and she will settle for a 39.6. All right, Jack, we are going back to the top of the pipe. We're going to take a look at this girl right here, Elena Hight, one of the most progressive half-pipe riders of all time. The first girl to ever land back-to-back 9s in a pipe and a double backside rodeo. Just a few years ago, Elena Hight
took home an X Games gold medal 2 years ago. Let's see what she's got. Run number 1, the veteran, has been a part of the US Open for the last at least 15 years.
Yeah, Elena Hight, always one to watch here in the halfpipe. Technicality, amplitude, and style.
Here she goes, dropping in, run 1, Elena Hight. Oh, and unfortunately just slips out on that first hit. I don't even know what happened there.
Yeah, something didn't line up there for Elena. And that's an extremely uncharacteristic move from Elena Hight. There's that alley-oop backside rodeo. All right, so Elena's going to throw that one out. Look toward her second run to get up into that top 6. Think about that cut, Jack. 17 riders cut to 6. That is heavy.
Let's see what happened here. It looks like she just didn't get enough pop off of the top there, and looks like she could have almost had it, but man, like we said earlier, there is no room for error.
All right, so this is going to be a throwaway run for Elena Hight. But she rides well under pressure. She's going to bring it in run 2, that's for sure.
Yep, she's going to be up at the top watching the rest of the field go, and she's going to know what she needs to throw down by run number 2.
Dropping in next, we got the Aussie, Emily Arthur.
Little secret handshake there.
I like
Kick
that.
things off.
We should have a secret handshake, Jack.
We should. Something with like T-Bird involved, like
yeah, I like that. All right, Emily Arthur getting ready to drop in the regular footer. Side slipping down to that start zone.
Hashtag Burton US Open popped up on the screen. I actually have it open in front of me. At Devin Sanborn, is Mark McMorris single? If so, tell him to message me. Kissy face, kissy face. I don't know what his marshal status is, but I will let him know. All right, back onto the screen, dropping in. Emily Arthur. Nice frontside 7 coming in, switch to hit numero 2, backing it up. Back-to-back 7s.
Tricky combo to start off the run, back-to-back 7s.
That frontside air, kicking out a method. Nice stylish frontside 5. And a little shifty there. Unfortunately, looks like she missed her grab, but nonetheless, a smooth run right there.
Yeah, it's so important to just put one to your feet. Get a score on the board, no matter what it is. As long as you don't fall, you build that confidence, and then you go from there. You either try to clean up the run you have, or you maybe try a trick you may not have landed many times in competition to get up into that top 6. But make no mistake about it, this is going to feel like a final very, very soon. As we get down this running order, we got some of the best female pipe riders on earth. That was a huge frontside air from Emily Arthur.
We saw it yesterday in the women's slopestyle semifinals. Run number 1, it looked like everybody was kind of just shaking off the nerves, getting ready for the last event of the year. And then in run number 2, everybody was just throwing down.
It started with Claudia Medlova, the first rider to drop in run 2 in women's semis. She put down a burner, and then it was just on from there. It was absolute drama until that ended.
So there you have it, a 47.8. So that last hit, just not catching a grab there, you'll see it really docks your score.
All right, dropping in next, coming out of France, we got Mirabelle Tovex, the goofy footer, representing the other red, white, and blue in South Korea. Those are the colors of the French flag. So Mirabelle Tovex getting ready to drop in, going through that pre-drop ritual, staring down the walls of that 22-foot near vertical behemoth of a super pipe. And here we go, Mirabelle Tovex dropping in for her first of 2 runs in women's semifinals here at the Burton US Open. Starting things off with a backside 7. Very, very technical trick.
Wow.
Into a switch backside 3. And then an inverted backside 540 a la McTwist right there into a frontside 5. So super technical run here from Mirabelle Tovex. Then the back 5 into the big old front
That was
air.
a run right there. Are you kidding me? So much style, so smooth, and so technical. Back 7.
Kind of reminded me of like a Tora Bright-esque run. Throwing some switch backside spins in there. Going big, holding that amplitude. Look at how blind that trick is. The last 180 of a backside 720 in a pipe is fully blind, as well as that trick right there.
Back it up to go up a half pipe wall, switch backside in the first place. That is incredible. And then this backside 5 indie right there. Grabbing with your backhand, making it a little bit more difficult. I think the judges are really gonna like this run.
Yeah, I think where her trick score I think will be pretty good, but I think where you're gonna see a lot of improvement for Mirabelle's run is in that overall impression, because she spun different directions. She tried very technical tricks. She grabbed everything, and she kept her amplitude. So overall, I think they're going to be psyched on that run. All right, so waiting for Mirabelle Tovex's score to come in. Judges are deliberating down in the tent. What is it going to be? Will we have a new leader? Right now, our leader is Zoe Calibos. And the score to beat is a 70.75, so let's see what this comes in at.
You said it yesterday, the longer it takes for the judges, usually the higher the score. So it looks like that is still holding true. A 50.8 off the top.
A big trick
backed
score
up
right there.
71.4. Say hello to your new leader, Mirabelle Tovex. Incredible first run. Mad respect for that backside 7 right off of the bat.
Yeah, that was really, really cool. Very good run from Mirabelle Tovex. Dropping in next. Coming out of Japan, they've had a great showing here in slopestyle semifinals in the men's and women's field. Let's see what Kurumi Imai can put down in this 22-footer here. The regular footer, 18 years old, coming out of Japan. Kurumi Imai dropping in for her first of 2 runs.
Dropping in, first hit. Huge frontside 9, sneaking in a little stale fish there. Backside 5, trying to get that grab, doesn't quite connect. The frontside 5, stale fish. frontside 7, switching up the grabs there. Judges like to see that with the tail. Throwing down the hawk and flip, psyched on that. Haruna Amai putting one down right off the bat.
We'll take a look at the replay.
Yeah, Haruna Amai starting things off with a frontside 900. She will be rewarded for that. Basically, the saying goes, risk equals reward. The harder the tricks you try at the top of the pipe are, the more you're going to be rewarded for them, because unlike slopestyle, if you were to bobble on a rail, we saw it yesterday with Marcus Cleveland, you can still continue your run and put down a good score. In halfpipe, you bobble your first hit, you're pretty much done. So if you try a harder trick at the top of the pipe, you will be rewarded for it. Great run from Haruna Amai. First time I've had the pleasure of seeing this young gal ride. Super talented. Japan is producing some unbelievable snowboarders right now.
I wonder if they even have I wonder if they have super pipes like this in Japan.
You know, I think there's an indoor one on the main island somewhere. I've been hearing rumors of a 22-footer indoors. Maybe it's an 18, but I think it's a super pipe. It's pretty cool.
Here it comes. The score's coming in for Haruna Amai, 48. Gonna need a big flow score to get her up to the top, 64.5, so bumps her up into 3rd place. Not a bad position to be in, but you're probably gonna have to be in 75 plus by the end of this.
That's what I was gonna ask. Right now, the score to beat is a 71.49, but by the end of run 1, yeah, I think it's gonna be mid-70s in order to be up in that top 6. Exactly what we saw in men's and women's slopestyle semifinals yesterday. All right, there you're looking at coming out of Toyama, Japan, Hikaru Oi.
We need a Japanese co-host in here to really help us out with all these pronunciations. There's so many Japanese riders here today dropping in for her first hit. Nice and smooth backside air. Winds up that frontside 7 and unfortunately slipping out on her heel edge, but still going for it.
Yeah, and that right there is exactly what we were talking about. The higher up in the pipe you fall, harder it's going to be to put down a good score. So Hikaru Oi going to have to look toward her 2nd run to get up into that top 6. Right now, your leader is Mirabelle Tovex coming out of France. The most technical run we've seen here in run 1 in the pipe today, with a backside 7 into a switchback 3. Such a cool run. So let's see what went wrong for Hikaru Oi. Frontside 720 and just not quite enough air time to get it all the way around. She landed pretty hard on her heels, side slipping down to the bottom of the pipe. So she's gonna have to look toward run 2 as we whittle down this field of 17 to 6. Unbelievable. Hikaru Oi is gonna stay in 7th place. And right now, Mirabelle Tovex putting down a 71.49 is your leader. Local girl Zoe Calibos with a 70.75 in 2nd. And Haruna Amai, 64.5. She is currently sitting in 3rd. We are about halfway through run 1 here, Jack. And it's been pretty fun to watch.
It's been really fun to watch. I mean, it's a perfect day, and it's only getting better. We've got more to come, 8 more of the best female snowboarders in the entire world. It is International Women's Day as well, so what a great day to be celebrating women here at the Burton US Open. Sun is shining, weather is sweet.
Yeah, very cool. The pipe is running so fast. It looks unbelievable. Both walls are in the sun right now, but it looks like it's staying nice and firm. And, of course, this afternoon, we got the men. That is going to be crazy.
Yeah, and the men are actually lucky because later in the day, it's just going to keep heating up. It's going to make those walls a little bit softer, making it easier and a little less scary to go absolutely massive and throw down.
Yeah, you get a little more grip on your edges there when that pipe wall gets a little slushy. You don't want
it looks
too
warm
slushy
out there, though. Look at the crowd right now. It's like spring break out here in Vail, Colorado. As we make our way back to the top, bib number 95, Sina Tomita, another Japanese rider here from Miyako, Japan.
Yeah, I would say almost the majority of riders in this semifinal are from Japan. There's a lot of U.S., a lot of Japan, a couple from China. We got France, Australia, Spain, multiple countries represented here in this semifinal. So Sena Tomita coming out of Miyako, Japan, set to drop in here. Bib number 95. Let's see what she's got.
Dropping in with speed. I like this angle. Nice little follow cam. Show you how tall these half-pipe walls are.
Yeah, this really puts it in perspective.
Having a smooth run right here. Back-to-back sevens. Nice front side 5. Let's see if she's got the double McTwist 12. Nope, just keeps it mellow with a nice and smooth method.
It's the semifinals. You just want to put a score down here. That was a great run from Sena Tomita. I could see that being a top 3 run right now. That might get up into the 70s there. Check out that front side air. And Jack, you said it. Look at that skier follow cam through the flat bottom of the pipe. That really puts things in perspective. How gigantic these half pipe walls are. They say you haven't watched a half pipe event until you've seen it in person, but that was really, really close second. That was
true.
incredible.
So if you're watching the webcast, start making plans for next year. Come out and see this in person. Try to get up on the half pipe walls. The level of respect that you'll have for all of these riders will be through the roof.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. You know what? This is what the U.S. Open's all about. Sun's out, pipes running fast. These ladies are killing it.
I'm loving the hashtag Burton US Open. Let's check out the score first. A 54.3. It's a great criteria score right there. The flow score coming in a 73.2. Sena Tomita takes over the top spot.
So bumps Mirabelle Tovex down into second and Zoe Calibos into third. And dropping in next, Keralt Castellet. This girl is a veteran. She's been in pipe contests the world over for many years now, and she goes huge.
She does not hold back. There is no break in her repertoire. She just absolutely goes for it. Look for Keralt to go huge. And if you're watching, hit us up, hashtag Burton US Open. We've got some questions coming in on Burton's Instagram account on the last post that they just threw up. We got McLean_muscle with only 6 riders going through. How will the pressure affect trick choice? Well, you're about to see right here. You can't hold back in the semifinals.
Exactly.
In the 2018 Burton US Open. It's all on the line.
Yeah, when you cut it from 17 to 6, there's no safety run. You put it all on the line. You try to make that final, and it's going to make it that much better.
Keralt having a great run so far. Going huge. Back-to-back sevens into that frontside lean.
Yeah, that was a proper frontside lean air.
A proper method. Ending it off with a perfect frontside 9 and unfortunately slips out. Lands a little toe side heavy and then just slips right out. So as I mentioned earlier, you know, as the day goes on, the half pipe will soften up. If the pipe was a little softer, guarantee she would have landed that.
Yeah, I think she would have. And, you know, they say it's better to fall at the bottom, but that's still going to affect her score. That's probably not going to be a top 6 by the end of the day, but she's got a second run. If she can put that down, that's a top 6 run right there. That was
got
really
what it
sick.
takes. She won a Grand Prix World Cup earlier this year.
Oh, I like that lean
Old school
That is
style
very,
right there.
very cool.
You know, her coach is Benny Bright, also Danny Davis's coach every now and then. And so, you know, Benny is actually Tora's brother as well. Definitely one of the best in the business.
Yeah, Tora and Danny have had pretty good careers.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Remember.
And pretty awesome careers. You know, like they're both of them focusing on the style, the creativity.
They do it their way.
They do it their way.
Yeah, very cool.
Just do you.
All right, so Keralt Castellet will sit on the bubble there in the 6th place spot. But we are getting into some of the best female pipe riders here in the world. Still to drop, we got Zhutong Kai, Ariel Gold, Madi Mastro, Kelly Clark, Chloe Kim. So that top 6 is sure to switch up here toward the end of run 1 in women's half-pipe semifinals. There you're looking at Haruna Matsumoto coming out of Sapporo, Japan, the North Island. Powtown, we've had quite a winter over there this year. 68 feet of snowfall. That's pretty good, right, Jack?
I would rather be there right now. That's one of the dreams come true, is going to Japan and getting to ride some of the best powder in the world. But here she is riding the best half pipe in the world for her first run, dropping in to that first hit. Beautiful front side air to kick things off, nice and smooth. Back-to-back straight airs into a huge front side 9. Slips it around. Backside 5. Huge frontside 7, so really picking things up here at the bottom of her run. See what she's got. Cab 7, one last hit. And a frontside 540. And the fists go up.
She had a 5, a 7, and a 9 with a couple straight airs in there, so a very well-rounded run from Haruna Matsumoto. Will it be enough to take out Senna Tomita? So starting things off with back-to-back straight airs. And then this is where it gets pretty crazy. Frontside 900, grabbing Melon. That's her leading hand on her heel edge. And then part of me wonders if she had a little bobble there coming out of that frontside 9. Part of me wonders if she does make it into the finals, or even in her second run, if that frontside 9 goes into a backside 9. That's a very popular combo with a lot of half-pipe riders. She kept it in the backside 5 and then into a frontside 720.
We have hashtag Burton US Open going off on that Burton Instagram account on that last photo. We have Alexander_Adrian hitting us up. Don't know who that is, but he's asking, what are the hardest names in the field to pronounce? You know, we were actually talking about this. I think Zutong Chai might be one that's tough. We don't know if it's Chai or Kai.
Yeah, we're not quite sure.
So I'm going to stick with Chai and you go Kai so that at least one of us gets it right.
That's right. And then from China, we got Shuang Li. That's kind of a tough one. But
Kelly Clark, that one's pretty tough.
Haruna Matsumoto.
79, say hello to your new leader.
There you go. Almost
Haruna
up.
Matsumoto.
So maybe the cutoff is going to be 80. Haruna Matsumoto just raised the bar there. So she is your new leader, bumping Senna Tomita down to second place and Mirabelle Tovex down to third. Zoe Calibos, Kurumi Imai, and Mitsuki Ono qualified up from the Junior Jam. Round out the top 6. And here we're looking at Zutong Kai.
Zutong Chai, all the way from China. If you go onto YouTube and you type Zutong Chai, Jack Matrani guitar, you'll watch me play guitar behind her run on Red Bull's YouTube account.
I've seen that. I love it.
And here we go. Let's see what she's got. She's got what it takes to win this event. Can she put it down in run 1?
Yeah,
looking
Olympic
smooth off the top.
medalist too. Coming off a medal in South Korea, but she wants that US Open win. Every competitive snowboarder wants that US Open win more than anything. Like that air to fakie into the cab 7,
Solid
so
run.
really good
a
run.
Smart run, you know, definitely not the best run that she can do, but just a nice and smooth, strategic start. This is run 1, just shake off the nerves, put one down, and see where that puts you, and then
it's
adjust
all
from there.
strategy. Put a run down, see what score comes in, where the judges are scoring certain runs, and then improve upon your run from there. So back-to-back 5s to start things off. There's a big old frontside 720 landing switch. Into the switch. Frontside 3, the full cab, grab and tail there. Look at that air to fakie. That's one of my favorite tricks in the half pipe. Hopefully we see some of those Ben Ferguson air to fakies this afternoon.
Oh, I can't wait.
That would be incredible.
Who do you think of when you think air to fake?
Here we go, score coming in. What's it going to be? It's a safety run. Going to be enough to advance her to finals? Or is she going to have to step it up in run number 2? Let's find out, Tom.
Yeah, right now the score to beat is 79.99, so let's just call it an 80. You need an 80 right now to get up into that top spot.
Judges taking their time. You know what that means. We usually say, yeah, it's going to be a good score or a horrible score. You know, I think it can go either way. Go either way. As we wait for the scores, we got a joke here on the hashtag Burton US Open. Burton Instagram latest photo at raf.cpics. What are your guys' favorite bad jokes? Mine's, what do you call a bee that's always complaining?
What's that?
A grumble bee. Here it comes.
Pretty good.
57.8. It's going to need a big flow score to get up into the 80s. 77.3, so not a bad score at all for run 1. But I think she's going to need to step it up.
I got a bad joke for you.
Let's hear it.
How do you tell a pair of golf socks from a pair of regular socks?
I don't
Oh, there's usually a hole in one.
Oh, snap!
That's pretty bad.
That's really bad.
It's about as bad as it gets, actually.
Ariel Gold. I like that joke. I'm going to use that. T-Bird, Tom Monteroso recently joined the Father Club.
Yep, so I got dad jokes.
So now he's got dad jokes.
I've been researching online.
And a dad bod.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been working on that. Just fully letting go.
Ariel Gold. Here we go, dropping in.
Yeah, coming off a bronze medal in South Korea. Local girl, Ariel Gold.
Oh, unfortunately taken off a little too early. Deck's out on that first hit.
Yeah, and that right there is the scariest thing you can do in a super pipe is catching that deck. You do not want any part of that. So let's hope Ariel Gold is okay. That was pretty nasty crash there. But, you know, we got the best medical staff here at Vail on staff at all times. They're going to get to her quick. And Ariel Gold, unfortunately, going down pretty hard on her first run, first hit of her first run. And it's funny, Jack, a lot of times, you know, we watch these riders put down some of the most spectacular tricks, the most incredible runs, but the fact of the matter is falls do happen. I mean, this is super pipe. These girls are world-class athletes, and there is that risk there. So
and that's what they sign up for. You
absolutely.
know? I mean, that's part of it. And
yep. We wouldn't be here today
exactly
if riders hadn't taken falls like that for decades now. But we're hoping Ariel's okay. It's been an incredible first run in women's halfpipe semifinals so far.
And it's only going to get better. We still have some of the best yet to come. Jiayu Liu, Madi Mastro, Kelly Clark, and Chloe Kim set to drop. As Ariel Gold stands up, so incredibly tough, so much respect to take a hit that hard and stand up.
Yeah, and that's always tough. It just looked like maybe she didn't quite get enough pop. Maybe she lost a little bit of her vision midair, but
I mean,
yeah,
that's why you really have to pay so much respect for the halfpipe riders, because if you mess up just the tiniest bit, then that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And so as you're watching, you have to really show the respect as they land a run.
For every foot you go out, you lose an inch in landing. It's literally that thin of a margin. So the bigger you go, the less landing you have. And Ariel Gold went huge on that first hit. So
hopefully she's feeling good enough there and able to get another run, because you know this is her event that she wants to win. Coming off of a bronze medal out there in Pyeongchang.
Yeah, and then, you know, you got to think about there, you're looking at Jiayu Liu coming out of Beijing, China. What's going through her head? You know, you watch a fall like that, and then you're the next rider to drop in. So
you got to shake it off.
Yeah,
again, it's so much mental. In every, when you're a professional athlete, no matter what sport it is, so much mental goes into it. And to witness one of your friends, because all of these riders are always friends. That's what snowboarding's all about. It's about the community, because they know what everyone's going through. You know, it's slightly dangerous at times. And so when you watch somebody like that, you got to block it out, focus on your run, and let's see if she can pull it off right here. Jiayu Liu, for her first run all the way out of China, what does she got? Tom.
Dropping in here on her first hit.
Switch.
Starting things off with a switch method into a cab 720.
Pulling a page out of Danny Davis's book. Chloe Kim actually used to throw down the switch method as well. Jiayu Liu taking a page out of their book and having an incredible run so far. The hand goes up. She's happy about that.
Very, very impressive run from Jiayu Liu.
That takes some serious skill to drop into a half pipe switch, let alone, and then into a switch backside air. You can see she tried to kick it out, but unfortunately, I'll tell you, that trick right there is probably harder than...
It really is,
it's definitely harder than a cab 7. It takes a lot of practice, and those are some of the tricks that, you know, a lot of riders don't practice.
I mean, one of the most memorable photos I've seen in recent history from the US Open is Danny Davis's switch method. 15 feet out, fully extended.
You know, I always love watching Danny Davis ride, but unfortunately, he got a sprained MCL earlier in the season, so he is out here watching, and there's a rumor that he might join us in the studio. So
I'd be so psyched.
Cancel your plans for the rest of the day.
Nice riding there.
Dan Davis might be joining us.
Haruna Matsumoto still
He
in the
might
top
steal our
spot,
jobs,
59.9.
actually. He's good at everything he does. We should kind of keep an eye out for Dan.
Yeah, but you know, Dan, all he wants to do is live off the grid in the backcountry, and he's guaranteed going to be snowboarding when he's 985 years old. Still have a professional career with Burton. 56.5. What's it going to be? I'm guessing a 76.75. Let's see what it comes up to. Oh, seriously, just nailed it.
J-Town. The
Oh
price
my
is
God.
right.
I should be a judge.
You win both showcases today.
You're going to the Bahamas with a new jet ski.
Stand-up jet ski.
No, she don't mess around.
All right, so Jiayu Liu currently sitting in 3rd place as we head back up to the top. Our final 3 ladies to drop. That is Madi Mastro right there, coming out of Wrightwood, California. 18 years old, regular footer.
Has had an incredible season, really just progressing in so much style.
Yeah, she's definitely a rising star in the half-pipe ranks. You're going to see a lot of Madi Mastro in the years to come. So mentally prepping herself for that front side wall.
Looks like she's going front side spin from that little warm-up there. Let's see what she's got.
I know she's got a front 9 to start her run.
I know it's a very good look at front 9 as well. As the fans look up, Madi Mastro, a little namaste, shakes it off and drops into the pipe for her first run. A huge frontside 9. You called it, frontside 9 Indy. Absolutely perfect, backing it up with the backside air. Frontside 7.
Will it be back-to-back sevens? The Hawkins flip, named after Terje Hawkinson. Inverted switch frontside 7 into the crippler.
Backside 5, throwing a more difficult grab there with the stalefish, and then throwing down a solid front 5 stale. So a beautiful run from Madi Mastro, definitely looking to be jumping up into those top spots with that run right there. As we look back up to this perfect frontside 9 Indy, landing nice and high on the lip. Something we haven't talked about is where you land. You want to be landing right at the top of the lip there.
Yeah, if you land toward the bottom, 1, you're losing all your speed. 2, you might be losing both your ACLs. That hurts. It hurts bad to land that flat. So you want to land high up on that wall, pump the wall, hold your edge through the flat bottom, and that's what's going to keep your amplitude. Madi Mastro did a great job on her first run of doing all 3 of those things.
Solid run right there.
And I really like that backside 5 stale fish. She's kind of grabbing against the rotation she's spinning, makes it much more difficult. And you see trick difficulty 23.1 out of 25.
This is a huge score right here. 85.8, takes a huge lead.
Not surprised at all.
Oh, she can just take a big sigh of relief.
Third place
A little
finish.
weight off of her shoulders.
Right
She's
now,
making it to the finals
you're,
with that.
yeah, you're Madi Mastro. You just put down 85.87 on your first run. You're chilling right now. You're in a really, really good place. So Madi Mastro, your new leader, but Jack.
Back to the top, Tom.
Yeah.
Just coming off of her 5th Olympics. Kelly Clark, the most winningest US Open.
She's won this event 9 times.
9 times.
9.
That's insane.
I don't think I've done anything in my life 9 times. I don't know if I've announced this event 9 times. Kelly is just so dominant, so confident, so consistent.
And
she
just
has
missing the podium out in Pyeongchang, so you know she wants to end her season off on a bang. And this is it, dropping in with the legendary frontside tuck knee right there.
That was huge.
So much style, backing it up with that huge backside 5. Now watch how Kelly pumps for speed into that front 7, and then backing it up, hangs on with the cab 7. The deck almost taking her out, but the professional that she is, pulls it together and then kicking out that method.
And Kelly, from what I've seen in the last year and a half, she's just in such a good headspace. She was, a lot of people didn't know this, she was riding injured for a long time.
She broke her leg at the X Games in January.
Yeah.
Cracked the top of her tibia plateau, went to the Olympics, didn't make a big deal about it. I rode the chairlift with her, and she's just so casual about it. She's like, yeah, you know, it's not really the weight-bearing part, so it's really no big deal. I mean, it really, really hurts, but nothing holding back Kelly Clark, and that is why she is the most winningest Burton US Open female athlete in history. Pushing the female women's half-pipe snowboarding for so many years and paving the way.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, you look at the rest of this field, I would say 75% of these girls came up through snowboarding looking to that girl right there as inspiration. Kelly has ushered in 2 generations.
She is twice the age of Chloe Kim.
Riders.
Chloe Kim, 17, Kelly Clark, 34. Just came out with a book. Incredibly inspiring. Go check it out as she waits for her score. Will it be enough?
Yeah, there was a little bit of a bobble in there. I mean, Kelly hung on.
Here's a look into the judges as they get a little bit more nervous with the camera on them, as you can see. Judges really tallying it up, taking their time, analyzing each hit, waving to the camera. Hey guys, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
What is it going to be for Kelly Clark here?
You know, it's also really cool too, the respect. You know, any interview that you ever listen to with Chloe Kim about Kelly, all she has is good things to say.
Yeah.
Kelly Clark also part of the started the Kelly Clark Foundation and gave so many riders a chance.
Yeah.
Madi Mastro being one of them really helped Madi get to where she is today. And so really giving back to making snowboarding what it is and giving everybody a chance. And here it comes. A 53.6. Gonna need a big flow score here. What's it gonna be? A 72.8, so that's going to put her into 6th place on the bubble. Not a great place to be for Kelly. So going to have to put it down in run number 2. A shocker of a first run there.
Yeah, if Kelly were the last rider to drop, sitting in 6th place, I'd say, yeah, she's in a pretty good spot. However, Chloe Kim is the last rider to drop, and she is currently the best female halfpipe rider on planet Earth.
Coming off of a gold medal out there at the Olympics. Chloe Kim looking calm, cool, and collected. She was smiling there up at the top, which is what I love to see.
And Chloe basically emerged from South Korea. She went from being a very famous snowboarder to just a very famous human being. She just entered the stratosphere as far as celebrity goes, and for good reason. So Chloe Kim starting things off with a backside air into a frontside 720. Into that cab 7 right there. There's the front side 9.
Big twist, Indy, and like it was nothing.
That was her warm-up run.
She is so good.
She's incredible.
It's insane. Chloe Kim just puts down a nice and easy run to kick things off, which personally I think that is going to be enough to secure her spot in the finals.
I think that's going to be your new leader. And now think about this. The run we just saw, we said it was her warm-up run. She was the first female rider to ever land back-to-back 1080s in a run. So think about that for a minute after this score comes in, and that goes to show you how much more Chloe Kim has in her runs.
And all at the age of 17. She has accomplished so much.
Yeah.
A lifetime worth of accomplishments, and she's only 17 years young.
And then you look at, you know, how long Kelly Clark has been so dominant. Chloe Kim can do the exact same thing. 20 years from now, Chloe Kim could still be winning US Opens. She is that good currently. But of course, Kelly laid the foundation for all of this, and Chloe appreciates that. Yeah, a lot of people try to build it up as this rivalry between Chloe and Kelly. It's a friendship. They're friends. They snowboard together, they push each other, and they try to make each other better snowboarders. That's what's so cool about our culture.
Collaboration.
This is going to be a big score. I think it's going to be in the 80s. Question is, how high in the 80s and maybe even low 90s.
And if she does, you know what that means. Kelly Clark will be bounced off of that top 6. Judges taking their time, making it extra nerve-wracking.
What is it going to be for Chloe Kim? Yeah, they are really taking their time.
Is she here? No? Dang it.
Makes me think even more that this might be a score we see getting up into that high 80s, maybe 90s. Chloe Kim anxiously awaiting that score. Actually, I think we are more anxiously awaiting the score than Chloe is at this point.
She's just like, can I just go back up to the top? You're making me stand here. This is getting awkward.
Listen, guys.
Here it comes.
All right, here we go.
Oh, that's a huge 63 right off the bat with the criteria score. This is going to be huge, folks. 85.1. Wow, does not beat the leader. Well, that's all right. That's still, like we said, that's her safety run.
So after run 1, Madi Mastro in the lead, followed by
Mastro
Chloe Kim.
and Kelly Clark bounces off that bubble spot. So our top 6 is set after run number 1. Let's take a look at our current standings. Madi Mastro up there on the top spot. Chloe Kim, Haruna Matsumoto, Zutong Chai, Jai Yu Lu, and Sina Tomita after those first runs. And then as you look down here, Ariel Gold, Elena Hight, Quorot, Castayet. So many of these riders have what it takes to shake up this top 6. Let's see what happens in run number 2 when we get back from this quick break.
Only if people knew how much I was smiling under my face mask, it might ruin my image.
You look so pissed.
Do you think they think you're really serious?
Yeah.
We're out here, about to go on the back roads. It's gonna be a bumpy ride, but
we're back in 2002 here.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
So are you ready to race, baby?
This is the angle for sure.
Watch, this thing doesn't even have a mic at the end of the day.
Yeah. I got the fat ass mode.
Good Lord, Tavia.
Honestly, it's helping. It's really helping the heat.
Oh, I'm videoing.
We almost died on the way down.
Yeah, Kimmy.
All right, so welcome back. We are done with run 1 in women's halfpipe semifinals here at the Burton US Open Snowboarding Championships. Incredible first run from the ladies. Couple surprises. Kelly Clark not quite up in that top 6, but you know, we saw some really incredible snowboarding on the technical side. There were some girls doing some really tech tricks out there, and it was super fun to watch. I mean, we had some switch methods, we had some switch backside spins. Very, very cool. Yeah, let's take a look at some of those. Here we got Mirabelle Tovex starting things off. There's a little backside 5 from her. And that right there is Haruna Matsumoto, currently sitting in 3rd place. And here is Jai Lu with a switch method. I think one of the coolest tricks that I saw in run 1 of the women's semifinals.
And it's only going to get better, Tom. The sun is out. That means this halfpipe's going to warm up. All these riders just got through their first run, so they're feeling better. I guarantee you we're going to see what we saw yesterday in the slope style, where run number 2 shook up everything. So it's only going to get better.
And the day before slope style, we had the junior jam, and one of those girls got to qualify here for women's slope style or halfpipe semifinals. Let's take a look at the winning runs right here. This right here, you saw her first run a little bit earlier. It is Mitsuki Ono. She is ripping in this halfpipe. She won the junior jam. She was granted the opportunity to drop in alongside 16 of the best female halfpipe riders on the planet. So she's going to have her second run coming up here pretty soon as we get
be first to drop. Yep, coming up in the second runs. And look at in the men's field, Jake Canter. We'll be seeing his semifinal debut here later on today. Just look at how smooth this kid rides at
this
such
kid's
a young
insane.
age.
He's unbelievable. I'm really excited to see what he's going to do in the men's field this afternoon, because if you think about it, this kid going into the Junior Jam Halfpipe was probably the best snowboarder of the field. I bet a lot of them knew he was probably the best pipe rider. Now, that's going to be role reversal this afternoon, and he's going to be dropping in against the big dogs, the Ben Fergusons, the Jake Pateses, and so that's going to push Jake Canter to go even bigger.
He looked like he had like a little Shaun White style, just like so much like stock and confidence. I'm really excited to see if he's going to step it up, because you know, when he has the opportunity to ride against the best in the world, the people that he's been looking up to since who knows how long, that's really going to give him the energy to who knows what he's going to throw.
We saw it with Judd Henkes a couple of years ago when he qualified from the Junior Jam, made it all the way to the finals after semifinals, and ended up in like 7th place.
And that's what the U.S. Open is all about. You start in the Junior Jam, you make it to the semifinals, then you get to the finals, then you get to the podium, and then bam, you are now a snowboarding legend.
That's what you're talking about. So we're about to get the women's run 2 underway. Surprise, surprise, Jack. Kelly Clark not in the top 6 right now.
We have a long way to go to see if she's going to get there.
By the end of the day, will Kelly Clark be in the top 6? Your prediction?
My fingers are crossed. I think so.
I think so too.
Been doing this for years. If anyone can handle the pressure, it is Kelly Clark.
She basically had a bobble on a Cab 7. If that bobble wasn't there, I think Kelly would be in top 4 right now. So, but we're going to have to wait, because she drops toward the end of the pack here in the second run of women's halfpipe semifinals. We're about to get underway right now. There you're looking at Mitsuki Ono, currently sitting in 11th place. She qualified up from the Junior Jam. You just saw her winning run. Her first run score was 60.87. So right now, the cutoff begins. Senna Tomita is currently sitting in 6th place with a 73.24. So that is the score to beat to get into finals.
Oh, and there it is.
Mitsuki Ono falls on her first hit.
Going for it. And that's just what we were mentioning. When you're a Junior Jam winner and you make it into the semifinals, you don't want to hold back. You want to throw it all on the line. This is the biggest stage that she's ever competed on, right here in front of your eyes right now. And that's what happens. Sometimes, you know, that's part of learning. It's part of being a professional.
Yeah, she's 14 years old. We're going to see a lot more of Mitsuki Ono in years to come.
And if you guys are just tuning in, run number 2 here at the Burton US Open Snowboarding Championships, women's semifinals, halfpipe. Tune in on the hashtag Burton US Open. Check out the Burton Instagram page. Look for a method, and then drop your comments in. I'm reading some comments right now. Tom, we've got 26 comments to go through.
I like it.
Gambino, is Tom related to Chris Collinsworth?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Monroso and Collinsworth. Let's see. Alba.Sansons at Jack Matrani. I was rewatching McMorris and McMorris. Whatever happened to your belly button piercing? I still got it. I still got the belly button.
You actually added an Aztec sun tattoo around it.
I got rid of that. I got rid of that belly button piercing within
pain level
5 minutes.
Pain level 0 to 10.
Pain level was at 10 because they messed up.
Oh.
We were at a flea market in Mexico after I lost a bet, and Craig and I had to get our belly buttons pierced. And the guy put the needle in and it wouldn't go through, and he just left it there and started screaming something in Spanish. And then all of a sudden just jams it all the way through, and then I ended up with like a Playboy bunny in my belly button. And it was gross. As soon as they turned the camera off, I threw that thing in the trash. And I still have a scar today. Enough about me. Let's go back to the top. 116. Zoe Calibos dropping in for her second and final run. She is currently in 9th place.
Zoe was
put it down.
Zoe was the leader for a little bit there, and then just kind of started getting bumped down the ranks. Currently sitting in 9th, riding that Daniel Frank throwback graphic. I like that little ode to the history of the U.S. Open.
You know what I'm looking forward to? I'm hoping that Zoe lands a run that gets her in. But, you know, the U.S. Open is also all about poaching.
Yeah.
And I feel like Zoe would be someone that is awesome to see poach because she's got so much style.
Yeah, who are
and
these
that's
riders,
what it's all about.
Who are these riders that are poaching? Maybe if you don't make finals, you'll kind of sneak up there and rip through during finals and some of the breaks.
Exactly. So
you poached?
I poached. I grew up watching Abe Teeter. I remember Abe Teeter back in the day at Stratton. Poaching, it's all about.
He would grab his snowboard so hard that it would flex into an upside-down U. I'm not kidding. The photos were
so
ridiculous.
Huge. We're going to see some amazing poaching. Poaching is when these best riders in the world. They don't make the finals, but you know, they love snowboarding, so they all drop in between runs when nobody's looking. Unorganized chaos.
Yeah, I like it.
And look for some of the stylish tricks. They're not throwing double corks. They're not throwing anything but just huge straighters usually.
Photo
stylish
tricks.
air to fakies, alley-oops. Poaching is a huge part of what makes the US Open. And a 70.7 is not going to be enough for Zoe Califo. So Zoe, if you can hear me, make sure to jump back up to the top of the pipe on Saturday and lead that poach train.
That's right. Dropping in next, we got Shuang Li. She's currently sitting in 14th place with a first run score of 39.62. That will not be enough. The cutoff, as we said, 73.24, held by Sena Tomita, coming out of Japan. So let's see if Miss Lee can put it down and get up into that top 6 right now. But looking at some of these riders, Jack, that are not in the top 6, Carol Castellet, Kelly Clark, Elena Hight, Ariel Gold, right now, you got to get 3rd if you want to be pretty comfortable to qualify in the finals.
3rd place is a 79, so you got to break into the 80s. If you
we're going to be in the 80s today, I think. We might be in the temperature in the 80s today. It is so nice out there.
It's so nice here at Vail. Our 60th year in Vail. Every year, the perfect host for the US Open. And a nice and smooth run for Shuang Li out of China.
Ending things with a backside 5 into a front side 360. I think it will be an improvement from her first run. How much so, that is for the judges to know and us to report. There's a front side 720 right there. And then switch front side 360. All right, so right now, Shuang Li in 14th place. I think that's going to bump her up. Will it be enough for top 6? I do not know. I don't think so, unfortunately, but let's see what the judges say. That was our 3rd rider here in the 2nd run of women's halfpipe semifinals. Jack, we got any good questions coming in as this score comes in?
I'm guessing 62.9. Let's see. That's 22.6. Yep, 62.9.
How are you doing this?
Telepathy.
Unbelievable.
I'm bulimic, Tom. I can read minds. Shuang Li, so unfortunately, not going to make it into that top 6, but she does advance her score. 11th place so far at the US Open. Not a bad place to be.
Amazing showing.
Amazing showing. You got to be proud of that. As we make our way back to the top, someone who can most definitely crack her way into this top 6 if she lands her run. She unfortunately fell on that first hit on one of the easiest tricks that she could do in her sleep. Slipped out on that backside air. So now tons of pressure on Elena Hight to put this run down. Sending the positive vibes her way to put this run down. Look at that half pipe. You could not ask for a better day for the semifinals here in Vail, Colorado. Come on, Elena. You got this.
And every snowboarder watching this webcast right now is pulling for Elena Hight. This girl can go to Haines, Alaska and rip gigantic spines, and she can drop into a 22-footer and make finals at the US Open. She's an all-around incredible snowboarder.
And has been around for years. Part of the Burton Groms team way back in the day. I grew up riding with Elena when we were just little kids, 12 years old. And here she is. Her US Open debut. Can she do this? 2nd run, dropping in for that first hit. There it is, backside air.
And that's
Shook
where
the
she
nerves.
fell on her first run, on that first backside air. So putting down the backside air into the front side 9 and then the backside 540. Elena Hight coming out swinging.
So now pumping for speed, able to still get it around cab 7, and the alley-oop backside rodeo puts it down, and the hands go up. Elena Hight lands her run. Let's see if it's going to be enough.
That's
Looks
the
like
run she
struggled
wanted to
with
put
a
down.
little bit of speed after that front side 9, landing a little toe heavy. You could tell she was just nervous to get past that first hit. And then from there, smooth sailing.
That frontside 9 was really nice. Into the backside 540. She did lose a little bit of speed coming out of that frontside 9, but she picks it right back up after this backside 5. into the front side 720. And then the cab 720. So nice combo there, back-to-back sevens. And then her signature trick, alley-oop, backside rodeo. Elena, the first woman to ever land an alley-oop double backside rodeo in the half pipe a few years ago at X Games. So that was just her qualifier run. She wants to get up into that top 6 and then move on from there. So 41.8 for her trick score. The max is 75. And that unfortunately will not be enough for Elena Hight. She improves by just a little bit more than 40 points. She will land in 13th with a 58.4. So that is the last you will see of Elena Hight, unfortunately, but we have a lot more half pipe to get to. That right there is the Australian Emily Arthur having fun at the top of the pipe. I like
throwing out the horns. Fired up. Emily Arthur puts in her headphones, locks into the zone for her second run. She needs an 74 to bump into that top 6, but she really needs an 80 to sit in that top 6 comfortably, as the Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, MySpace, Facebook, email, cell phone technologies out at the bottom. Hashtag Burton US Open. Dropping in.
Starting things off with a frontside 720. Into the cab 7, so a difficult combo that doesn't pay off for Emily Arthur, going down on that cab 720. She would have been rewarded greatly if she were to put that down. The first 2 hits, if you throw back-to-back 7s, judges are going to give you some points for that. But Emily Arthur, she seems like she's always having fun when she's strapped in. I
Gotta
like
love that. That's what snowboarding's all about.
I mean, you think about it, if you're Emily Arthur now, you get to kind of go take some fun laps on one of the best mountains in North America.
It's very true.
Yeah, you're still going to have a good day no matter what. You're going to watch a little more half pipe, go take some fun laps, come back for the men's half pipe semifinals. You got a pretty good day set up for you in Vail, Colorado. The sun's out, it's warm, slushy, it's fun.
I'm reading some of these. Hashtag Burton US Open. Burton Instagram.
Be nice to me.
Drop into that post. At J Cree, with these score predictions, what are your Powerball numbers? LMAO. I'd say 29, 5, 17, 18, and 64. Write that down. If you win, let's split the prize.
Okay, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, Powerball 5.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going for it. All on the line.
What if that hits? That hits, and you didn't buy a Powerball ticket? You were gonna be so upset.
All right, so there is Mirabelle Tovex.
Mirabelle's brother. Have you seen his Audi commercial?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. The editing is just incredible. Check it out.
He's one of the most legendary. He's one of the forefathers of free skiing.
Type in Canter Tovex Audi after you're done, in between these competitions with the women's and the men's, and check it out as we get back to the top. An incredible first run. Let's see if she can improve her score here. She's in 8th right now.
There's that backside 7.
Sneaks it around into the switch backside 360. Very, the most technical first 2 tricks we've seen here today.
So then a McTwist into a frontside 540. Into a backside 540, so a McTwist and back-to-back 5s. And then a big old double grab straight air to end her run. So a good run from Mirabelle Tovex. Unfortunately, that backside 7 to start her run, not quite as clean as run 1. She needed a little bit more air time. Now, Mirabelle came out swinging in her first run, and she was your leader for a good portion of run 1, but then got bumped down to 8th place. So she's outside of that top 6 right now.
Yeah, so I think it's safe to say that I don't think that one is going to improve her score, but an incredible run nonetheless with that back 7. So stays in 8th, getting a 63.3 there, did not improve. Back to the Instagram comments at Kate Davidson. Why is Mark McMorris so hot? Well, because it's a beautiful day in Vail. He's probably training right now. And I don't know, he might be wearing too many layers. And he also works out.
Maybe he works out in too many layers.
He works out in too many layers. Trying to make it into that weight category.
Yeah, Mark rode incredible yesterday.
He did. Just
He
so
rode so
smooth.
well. Right down to the wire. Second run. Puts up a high 80s score. Qualifies first. You're going to see him tomorrow in men's slopestyle finals.
I can't wait for that.
That's going to be insane.
I mean, that was just a little taste of what's to come for tomorrow yesterday, and I'm going to go ahead and claim it right now. It's going to be the best slopestyle competition in snowboard history.
I think so too.
You heard it here first.
It always is, every year at the US Open. So right now dropping in, we got Kurumi Imai coming out of Japan. Currently sitting in 10th place with a 64.5. Starting things off with a front side 900.
Lands it nice and clean.
Into the backside 5. And then a front side 540. Nice backside air. And a front side 7. So couple 5s, couple 7s. There's the Hawken flip.
Puts
the
it down.
inverted cab 7. Nice run from Kurumi Imai. Right now, Sena Tomita still sitting in that number 6 spot with a 73.24. That is the cutoff just to make it into the finals, but a couple big names not in that top 6. Most notably, Ariel Gold sitting in 17th, Keralt Castellet in 14th, Kelly Clark sitting just 1 spot outside that top 6 in 7th place. So right now, Jack, to comfortably, make it to finals, you're going to want to be in the top 3 or maybe even top 4. So you're talking about a score in the 80s now, which is kind of what we forecasted it was going to take before this all went down. I mean, this is the US Open after all. No punches held back.
And here it is, scores coming in. A 67.2, improves just a little bit, but not enough. Stays in 10th.
All right, so that'll be it for Kurumi Imai as we head back up to the top of the pipe. Take a look at Hikaru Oi, another Japanese rider coming out of Toyama, 22 years old, riding for Burton Snowboards.
That's what you see right there. She is also joining us on social media. Has got the phone out. I think she's dropping a quick comment on that Burton Instagram page. As you can see, the wind picking up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Don't think it's really going to affect these riders. Just a slight breeze. Nothing crazy. If anything, it's just a nice, cool Colorado breeze. Light breeze. Nothing crazy. If anything, it's just a nice, cool Colorado breeze.
It's probably nice for the crowd. It was heating up out there.
I bet Mark
Saw some people
McMorris is nice, cooling down. Hot Mark McMorris. Huge start to a run, unfortunately.
Maybe
too
too
big.
huge.
Sends her to the stratosphere and can't hold on.
You know what, though? I like it. It's the Burton US Open semifinals in the halfpipe. Run 2. You're sitting in 16th place. You want to make it in the top 6. Send it. Just go.
Full send mode.
Foot off the brake. Go to the moon. So Hikaru Oi, unfortunately, not going to be enough for her to get up into that top 6 to make it to finals.
Let's see what happens here. Looks like she kind of launched into the stratosphere. And then maybe the wind took her a little bit, or maybe she just went a little bit too big for her own good. Mad respect for her. Mad respect for all of the women riding today. It is International Women's Day. We had Donna Carpenter on the set with us yesterday. We had an incredible conversation with the pioneer of snowboarding herself. She's done so much for snowboarding, for women's rights, for sustainability. Just an incredible human being. We're all lucky to have her.
Yeah, and she let us know how much stuff Burton is doing here at the US Open. I mean, obviously we're trying to fight climate change as a global initiative. What do? They set up a call center where you can call your state and local representatives and voice your opinion on climate change. So that's just how the Burton US Open has evolved on top of the rider.
And all of the banners here, all the plastic is going to be recycled and turned into iPad covers.
I need to buy an iPad.
I'm going to buy an iPad just so I can have a recycled US Open banner.
I remember back in the day when the US Open
Yeah.
was at Stratton, people used to try to steal the banners.
I stole one.
I
stole one. I stole one, and I got Trisha Burns to sign it. I was like a little kid, happiest day of my life.
All right, in the pipe right now, currently sitting in 6th place on the bubble, Sena Tomita.
Sena Tomita just sneaking in. She's in 6th. She needs to step it up. 6th place is not where you want to be right now, and she certainly is. Slicing and dicing through this wind here, making it look so easy. Having a run right here, last hit, a nice and easy backside air. Let's see if that's enough to improve her score.
Yeah, so it looks like Sena went with a similar run to run 1 and just tried to clean it up and go a little bit bigger. Good strategy. Amplitude is always going to score high with the judges. So will it be an improvement? She wants to bump up into that top 4-ish to be kind of comfortable, because there are some notable names sitting outside that top 6 right now.
We got some more questions coming in on this Burt in Snowboards Instagram photo. At John Broad, Jack Matrani, T. Birdley, what's the best type of camber profile for riding halfpipe? I'm going to go with, I'd say one of the most common Burton snowboards is the Custom X in halfpipe.
Yep.
It's a stiff board. It's incredibly responsive. You really need the best edge control that you can get.
Good side cut. Nice, you know, defined side cut on a board. Not too wide.
Maybe one of the Burton throwbacks, no bindings. That might be a good option, maybe for poaching. Sena Tomita, so a 72 does not increase your score, so she will have to sit and patiently wait in the most nerve-wracking position you could be in right now on the bubble.
Especially with this girl dropping in.
Tom.
Keralt Castellet currently sitting in 14th place, but 100% capable of dropping a score in the 90s.
Keralt cast a net on the positive vibrations and put this down.
And this girl rides really well under pressure.
One of my favorites to watch.
Yeah.
You know, she's just a little ball of style, goes huge, and does not hold back. So look for some massive airs, some big tricks, and hopefully a run that gets her into this top 6. Here she goes, dropping in. Second and final run for Keralt Castellet.
She is about to go huge right now.
See you later. So much style right off the bat there, kicking out a method with a huge front side now and puts it down. So much control, backside 5. Coming in hot to that front side 7. So she can link it around, cab 7, having a solid run. And that's going to do it for her second run. Keralt puts it down. Let's see if it's enough to crack into that top 6.
That was a good run. I think it's going to be an improvement from a 56.12 first run score. The question is, and this is what it's going to come down to for a lot of these girls today, what is that overall impression score going to be? Amplitude, holding your grab, spinning different directions, variety of tricks.
Also, the amount of hits here. So she's taking a really long line down the pipe here. So it looked like only 5 hits.
Yeah, some riders travel further down the pipe, and that's going to give them less hits than some other riders
But
who
more
maybe ride.
amplitude, right?
Right,
So
exactly.
we'll leave that one up to the judges. See if it's enough for Keralt Castellet.
I remember
from Spain.
I remember one year, I think it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago, in the men's field, Ayumu Hirano was going so big that he only got 4 hits.
Yeah, that was insane.
In a 600-foot-long half-pipe.
Oh my goodness, that first hit.
Yeah, insane. Just falling out of the sky. All right, so judges deliberating.
We've got Gambino 322 hitting us up here. Can Tom talk like a pirate the rest of the broadcast? Thanks, Arg.
All right.
All right.
I'll do it.
What's a pirate's favorite letter, Tom?
What? R.
No, it's the C.
I like that. Okay. Yeah, threw me for a little loop there.
Yep.
The C.
That's what I do. That's what I do. Why are pirates called pirates, Tom?
Why's that?
Because they are. Big shout out to the guys in the truck for that one.
All right, here we go. Keralt Castellet, 75.9. She bumps up into the top 6. Sena Tomita is out of the top 6, and Kelly Clark gets bumped down to 8th place.
So if the contest ended right now, she would be in that top 6, but guess what? There are so many solid riders yet to drop. And here's one of them, Haruna Matsumoto, currently in 3rd, sitting in a really comfortable position to make it through in this top 6 for the finals on Saturday.
Yeah, she had an incredible first run score of 79.99.
So now she's just fighting to break into that 86 to gain that top spot from Madi Mastro so that she has a better starting position on finals. You want to be starting last so you can watch the rest of the field drop in before you and take it from there. Dropping in, run number 2.
All right, here we go. Haruna Matsumoto.
Frontside err. Backside air. I'm not going to do it. Huge frontside 9 and just gets a little in the back seat there. Not able to muscle it around and put it down.
Yeah, if I'm Haruna Matsumoto, I'm pretty comfortable right now in 3rd place because there's only 2 ladies left to drop that can switch up that top 6. So pretty confident you're going to see Haruna Matsumoto in the finals on Saturday. But a really, really good showing from the young Japanese rider coming out of Sapporo, the North Island of Japan. There's a nice backside air right there.
We got another question coming in here from @Spencerin. You think Chloe Kim breaks 90 on run 2?
I think she will.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think she's going to send it.
I don't think I know.
Chloe currently sitting in 2nd place behind Madi Mastro right now, and Chloe has watched Kelly do it for so many years. You want to qualify in 1st so you can drop last, and then you kind of control that event.
And she just looks so smooth with her first run there, just putting down something to shake off the nerves, secure herself a spot in the finals, and now it's all up from there. Let's go back to the top with Zutong Chai, currently sitting in 4th. Definitely wants to improve her score to secure her spot. Right now, 4th is a little bit of a scary spot to be in, with Kelly Clark not up in the top 6, still yet to drop.
Same with Ariel
Gold.
Gold.
Hopefully she's feeling good enough for run number 2. And here she goes. Tong Chai. Massive first hit, backing it up with backside 540. Huge frontside 7. There's cap 3, throwing out some style there with the double grab. Little air to fake, he sets herself up, switch for the cap 7. So a nice stylish run there. She's happy with that. You know she's got some more tricks, so hopefully she saves herself a spot into finals so we can see more from Zutong Chai.
All right, so Zutong Kai, pretty comfortable there in 4th place. Let's see if this is going to be an improvement. There's that front side 720 into the cab 3. Yeah, she went double tail.
You got to give a shout out too. Do you see these little trick names popping up on the bottom left of the screen? I had the opportunity to go in the truck and see how insane it is. They have a keyboard with all the tricks and they have to do it on the fly. There's a lot to it. I tried to do it and I failed miserably.
It's intimidating. It's so much bigger than you think it's going to be.
It's all color coordinated and everything. It's actually on my Instagram story right now if you want to see what that thing looks like. Mad shout out to the guys in the truck holding it down.
Wow, 83.1.
That's a nice improvement.
So it doesn't bump anyone out of the top 6, but it does bump Zutong Kai up to 3rd place.
Which is a nice place to be in right now.
And right there, you're looking at Zhao Liu coming out of Beijing, China. We are getting word, unfortunately, Ariel Gold fell on her first run, and she will not be taking a 2nd run. So that is Zhao Liu. 25-year-old regular footer, so she's dropping in switch right here. Look out for that switch method. One of my favorite tricks to watch in the half pipe. Nice and clean. She got it much better on her 2nd run.
That is how she wanted to put that one down. Woo! Going huge. Oh my goodness.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
to the
even
moon.
gave herself a scare there.
Someone get that girl an oxygen mask. Air is thin up there.
76.75, currently in 5th. Gonna stick with that first run score.
All right, so
But that
now
switch method, much better than run number 1.
the only girl right now who can mix up the podium is Kelly, or the top 6 is Kelly Clark. So right now, Keralt Castellet, currently sitting in 6th place with a 75.99, is officially on notice.
So that means that the top 5, so Jiayu Liu, she made herself.
You're going to be
into
seeing
the
her on
finals.
Saturday. So dropping next, we got Madi Mastro. She's currently your first place qualifier. Kelly Clark sitting outside that top 6 in 8th place. And then Chloe Kim, who has advanced to the finals on Saturday in 2nd place. The question is,
I'm coming.
what is going to be that 1, 2, 3? Who's going to be dropping last in the big show on Saturday? And what are we going to see from Madi Mastro? I mean, you know, Jack, you got Chloe Kim dropping. You got Kelly Clark dropping after you. Are you going to want to kind of bump up that first run score of 85.87, or are you just going to kind of cruise? It's going to be interesting to see.
I mean, I would kind of cruise, but just judging from what she's doing right now with these warm-ups, I don't think she's cruising. I don't think she has brakes on
She
her
wants
snowboard.
a 90.
She's going for it. Had an incredible frontside 9 off the first hit on her first run. So much style. Let's see what she's got. I know she's got a frontside 10. Let's see if she's going to save it for finals or bust it out to secure her top spot. Little namaste. Shake it off. Drop it in. Frontside 900. Perfect off that first hit. Nice seatbelt there. Front hand tail grab. Hawk and flip. So far, a smooth run for Madi Mastro. Smoother than her first run, too. Backside 5 stalefish. And a huge frontside 5 stalefish. So much style. Taking a page out of Sean White's book there.
Yeah,
I think that's
like
gonna
that.
bump it up.
I like that run from Madi Mastro. She was
Cleaned
trying
it
to
up.
clean up her first run, get a few more points padded on top of that 85.87 in anticipation for the next 2 women to drop, Kelly Clark and Chloe Kim. The last 2 contestants here today in women's halfpipe semifinals. So right now, Madi Mastro, you will see her in the finals, as well as Chloe Kim, Zhutong Kai, Haruna Matsumoto, Jiayu Liu, and then in 6th is Keralt Castellet, and the jury is still out on whether or not you will see her in the big show on Saturday. So there's Madi Mastro waiting for that score to come in. Run 2 score 84, so it will not be an improvement from her first run score of 85.87, but she will remain your first place qualifier for now. Now it gets interesting.
This is where it
Jack.
gets really interesting. Kelly Clark currently outside of that top 6.
Yeah, and basically the reason Kelly Clark is in 8th place right
One
now is
little
on,
bobble.
on her 3rd hit in her first run. She did a cab 7, and she just kind of bobbled, just clipped the deck with her heel edge. That threw off the rest of her run, but I mean, even with that bobble, she put down a 72.87. So right now, to get up into that top 6, Kelly Clark needs a 75.99 or higher. And I don't remember the last time I saw Kelly Clark land a run and not score higher than a 75.
So true. The most decorated female snowboard half-pipe athlete in history. 9 US Open titles. Let's see if she can make it 10. This is it. Her final shot, dropping in, run number 2. Come on, Kelly.
And this is signature Kelly Clark. Huge frontside air to kick things off into a backside
Look how far
5.
she traveled. Going huge on the frontside 7, puts it down perfect. Cab 7, there it is.
That's
Gets
where she
it
bobbled.
perfect.
She landed clean.
Front 5, last hit. Kicks out a nice little melon there. That's
She's
gonna
in.
do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and claim it.
Top 6, she is in. Kelly Clark.
Puts it down as Keralt Castellet is going to have to sit patiently. What's it gonna
I mean,
be?
I don't want to call it before it's official, but that was signature.
Just
Quintessential Kelly Clark right there. Amplitude, trick selection. She was going huge.
She went huge on this front side 7. Look at the size of that front side 7, and then cleans up the cab 7. And then, boom, puts it down perfect. Kelly Clark, not to mention, she is riding with a bit of a broken leg. So much respect. Kelly Clark, one to fight through the pain, which is why she is the veteran. Most winningest female halfpipe Burton US Open snowboarder in history.
9 times she's won this event.
She's
That
been to
is
the Olympics 5 times.
unreal.
Incredible. That's 20-year span. Here we go, 54.7.
That is huge.
Is it gonna be enough? 76.3, it is enough to get her into 6th place. So Kelly Clark, you will see her in the finals on Saturday with a huge sigh of relief.
Talk about a buzzer beater for Kelly Clark. She does it again. Sneaking into the finals and bumping Keralt Castellet
by 0.4
out of that top 6.
0.4 above Keralt Castellet. So there you have it. Your top 6 is set.
But the question
will
is, what order?
Will Chloe Kim bump herself into the 1st place spot and crack herself into the 90s?
It's been a while since I've announced an event where Chloe Kim hasn't just taken a 1st place victory lap in semifinals or finals for that matter. Make no mistake about it, I don't think Chloe Kim is just going to settle. I think she wants to qualify in that 1st place spot. Right now the question is, will Chloe Kim put down a run in the 90s? Because right now the score to beat is 85.87.
Let's find out. Dropping in for that 1st hit with a ton of speed. Nice styly method off the top. Huge frontside 7, puts it down perfect.
So
huge cab 7, traveling 20 feet down the pipe. Perfect frontside 9 tail. Here comes the Mick twist. Indy, way bigger than the 1st run. So still the same run, just a little bit better. So let's see, all she needs is 0.8 to bump into that 1st place position.
I think that frontside 9 was a lot bigger in her 2nd run.
Look at that hug.
And so was the McTwist.
I agree. It was awesome to see Chloe get down to the bottom and give a huge, huge hug to Kelly Clark.
Because Chloe wants Kelly in the finals as much as Kelly does.
Exactly.
You know, you want to ride against the best. Kelly is one of the best in the world.
And she has so much respect.
Yeah.
For the pioneer of women's halfpipe riding.
There's that cab 7. Look at this front side 900. Grabbing onto that tail, holding it for as long as she can. Yeah, that was clean. That was very, very clean. And then check this out. Proper McTwist.
That, and a little like indie poke in there too.
I like that.
I mean, normally when you do a McTwist, you grab with the easier hand, which is your front hand.
Yep.
Potentially a mute grab or pull it up for a chicken wing. Chloe Kim making it a little more difficult, throwing in the indie. 64.3.
Wow.
Is it going to be enough for Chloe? 84.6, so it's not. So she stays in 2nd place behind Madi Mastro, qualifying in 1st place. We will be seeing Chloe in our finals on Saturday, dropping 2nd to last with 3 runs. Big shout out to the Vail slip crew, keeping that halfpipe perfect. And here is the final results. Madi Mastro takes the top spot. Chloe Kim, Sutong Chai, Haruna Matsumoto, Jayu Liu, and Kelly Clark.
Wow.
Keralt Castellet, look at that, 0.4 outside of the top 6. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, and Elena Hight in 14th. Unfortunately, Ariel Gold not qualifying into the finals. She had a bit of a slam there. Hope she's okay, but always a bummer when Ariel is not in the finals. So what an incredible halfpipe semifinal here for the women. We are going to take a very quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to recap all the action here in Vail, Colorado.
From the US Open to company ride days to bringing our dogs to work, we've always tried to live our values and the lifestyle we helped create. Disruption and leading innovation on the mountain has always been a part of our DNA, and now we're seeing that through the lens of sustainability. which is really exciting and has also led us to set some pretty aggressive goals for 2020. We make products so that we can stay outside longer and enjoy the outdoors and enjoy the mountains. Unfortunately, you know, that process has a cost to the environment, so it's up to us to really minimize that impact. For 2020, Soft Goods is working towards a 100% blue sign goal, and in all of our product, we're always looking for ways to replace traditional materials with more sustainable and recycled materials in order to reduce emissions generated by the manufacturing process as well as the packaging process. We've focused on people since the beginning. In our supply chain, we're committed to working with world-class manufacturers that meet the highest global standards for human rights. We're committed to talking about this to raise awareness about how our products are made and use our voice to promote the highest standards possible. We've been making improvements at our offices throughout our supply chain, and we are continuing to find ways to reduce our footprint, create less waste, and just be more mindful of everything that we do. By ensuring that our own house is clean, it gives us the confidence to spread the word about sustainability. If we can do it, others in the industry can do it as well. That's why we're excited, along with other athletes and brands in the industry, to be a part of Protect Our Winter.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Burton US Open Snowboarding Championships here in beautiful Vail, Colorado. I'm Jack Matrani. This is Tom Monterosso, and what an incredible start to day 2 with the women's halfpipe semifinals. What an incredible day.
Yeah, that was incredible. That was awesome. I mean, from Kelly Clark's buzzer beater to Madi Mastro, surprisingly finishing first above Chloe Kim. There were surprises. There were upsets. It was awesome. It's amazing action.
It was awesome. That was nerve-wracking. Watching Kelly Clark, I was just literally on the edge of my seat, but Kelly Clark so incredibly dominant, and if there's anybody who can handle the pressure, it's Kelly. Five times she's been to the Olympics. She's won the Burton US Open 9 times. She wants to make it 10. Let's see if she'll do it on Saturday.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's recap a little bit of the action here. Let's get into it. I mean, what a day here. These girls,
Elena Hight,
unfortunately, surprisingly missed out on the finals. This is Elena Hight. Just could not put down the run she wanted. And it is always a bummer when you announce a halfpipe contest where Elena Hight is not in the finals. It's surprising.
I mean, it's surprising, but it's also, 17 riders cut down to 6. That is a tough cut, Tom.
Yeah, down to 6. I mean, think about this. This is how fast women's snowboarding is progressing. Last year, Elena Hight got 2nd at the US Open. Unfortunately, landing in 14th place.
I think that's why right there, you know, she had that last hit that I didn't think she was prepared for, so she skipped out on that last hit.
And then here we got Keralt Castellet. She was in the finals for a very short period of time. She ended up in 6th place with this run. She was right on the bubble, and then she got bumped out by Kelly Clark at the very last second. So Keralt Castellet, unfortunately not qualifying for the finals.
And look at this run right here.
It's
this
insane.
run is insane and still not enough in 2018 to make it to the finals. So
yeah.
Or Keralt Castellet. And this is the post show. This is our talking points down here in the bottom. Who is Jiayu Liu? I'm going to tell you who Jiayu Liu is. She just earned herself a silver medal in Pyeongchang at the Olympics. When she was 11 years old, she was a master of martial arts, and then she switched to snowboarding and had an incredible run here that we're about to watch.
Yeah, she ended up qualifying in 5th place with a 76.75. But right here, that switch method, one of my favorite tricks, maybe my favorite trick that I saw here in women's halfpipe semifinals. So keep your eye out for this girl in the finals. And then on her second run, this is the run she landed. On her second run, she unfortunately went down, but it's because she went so
I don't even think she meant to. I mean, but she did start her second run off with that perfect switch method. Here it is right here. Let's take a look at what we're going to see in finals with this beautiful switch method right off the top.
Yeah, this is the way she wanted to do it in run 1. But
then she hit like turbo speed right here and just kept going bigger and bigger. Just watch how far down the pipe she goes here, which means you're going to pick up speed. And I don't think she was prepared for the size of that cab 3.
Yeah.
So Jiayu Liu, look at her. She grabs her heart and says, wow, I was not expecting that. What a day, what a day.
And I mean, she qualified in 5th place, but she definitely has what it takes to win the US Open. and end up on the podium. I mean, she got silver in Pyeongchang. She can hang with the best here at the U.S. Open.
Pyeongchang, she can hang. Someone else who can hang, Kelly's in. Talk to me about that, Tom.
That was a nail-biter. Kelly Clark was sitting one spot out of that top 6, and then on her second and final run, she did just enough to get up into that top 6. And what would a U.S. Open halfpipe final be without this girl? The U.S. Open wouldn't be what it is without Kelly Clark, let alone a halfpipe final. So you will be seeing Kelly Clark on Saturday riding in the big show, and this is what got her there. Big old front side 720 right there into the hawk and flip on her first run. That hawk and flip is where she kind of bobbled, and that's why she was sitting outside of that top 6. But every spectator and every rider is psyched to see Kelly Clark in the finals. So what an incredible day. Your top 3 qualifiers, Madi Mastro, Chloe Kim, and Zhutong Kai. We're going to recap their runs for you and show you exactly why they are the top 3 qualifiers. But Chloe Kim not qualifying in first.
That was a shocker. That was definitely a shocker. But here is Zhutong Chai's run right here, which earned her the 3rd place qualifying spot. Going huge, so smooth all the way down, starting it off with back-to-back 5s. You know what I love to see? This is just the semifinals, and look at how big they're going. They're going to be going absolutely massive on Saturday. They have practice tomorrow. Hopefully the weather holds up here in beautiful Vail, Colorado for the finals of a lifetime on Saturday. Yeah, Zhutong Chai.
That was an incredible run from Zhutong Kai. And here
who
we
is
got
this?
We got Chloe Kim.
Never heard of her.
Olympic gold medalist coming out of
that's
Pyeongchang. And she put down a run for the ages. But also, make no mistake about it, even though Chloe Kim put down a 2nd place run here behind Madi Mastro, this is just her qualifying run. She's got 3 more gears she can switch into. She's the first woman to ever land back-to-back 1080s in the halfpipe in competition. So Chloe Kim, still, in my opinion, the favorite heading into Saturday's show.
I can't believe she didn't qualify first. I thought for sure she was going to be in that top position going into Saturday, but then Madi Mastro, what an incredible stylish run, and just saying, you know what? It's not the Chloe Kim show.
Yeah.
It's the Madi Mastro show.
That's right.
And I love the way she drops in. She throws a little little namaste before she goes into the pipe. She shakes it off. She's got a little routine, and it seems to be working for her. So
you can tell, man, her chi was centered today.
It was super. It's kind of like us. Like, we're super centered. This is like the Zen set this year.
Yeah, we got pillows. We got some succulents. It's really nice.
We're having fun.
Here.
We're centered. Namaste, everybody. The light in me is in the light in you, or something like that. Madi Mastro, check this out. Beautiful day, Vail, Colorado. I hope all of them have their sunscreens on. Look at this, shaking it out, dropping in. Look at the style and size of this first frontside 9, and lands it perfectly on the top of the halfpipe.
Yeah, I think where I've seen the most improvement in Madi Mastro's halfpipe riding is she's landing higher up on that wall, holding her edge through the flat bottom, and that's really helping her overall amplitude in her run. So she has definitely stepped it up year over year, and right now she is one of the underdog favorites to land on the podium here at the U.S. Open. I mean, really, when you're talking 6 women, though, all of them are kind of underdog favorites. It's anyone's game out there. There are favorites, there are kind of dark horses, but it's the U.S. Open. Anything can happen on Saturday.
Also, one of my highlights of today was rocking the hashtag Burton US Open. If you guys are watching, make sure to join the conversation. Go to Burton's Instagram account. The last photo, it's a photo of a method. We've got 44 questions dropped in here. The conversation has been all-time, and it's going to keep getting more all-time. This afternoon, 12:40, the men are dropping in for the men's semifinals of the halfpipe. It's getting warmer out. Guarantee you it's going to be the competition of a lifetime. Thank you guys so much for joining us for the morning session. More this afternoon. I'm Jack Matrani. This is Tom Monterosso. See you this afternoon.